What are you hoping to hear from Mr. President?
I want Mr. President to come out with something that touches on the economy. You and I know it is clear without doubt that we are in difficult times and the economy is facing a lot of challenges. We expect that the statement that the government will give will reflect how we improve the economy and then make life much easier for people to go about their normal business. The issue of debt burden is becoming an albatross around our neck. We expect that government will also touch on that, work things so that we can reduce this debt burden, which is becoming a problem for us and crippling all our businesses and whatnot. We also expect something to be said in the area of fuel prices and how best they can address the issue. They need to go to the drawing board. There are a lot of suggestions that experts have said. It is better to pick some of these things and then work it in such a way that the ordinary man will not feel the pinch too much. Having said that, with regard to the economy, I want to zero in on politics. That we want to see that Parliament, as we move along, will not be that antagonistic, and they will all sit together to do parliamentary work. And this means that we must encourage consensus. Consensus is the magic word that they need to build parliament that will deliver the public good. And we expect that the president will touch on that. The issue of accountability, transparency, it's something that is also on the hearts of many in this country, that we want to see how far government wants to react to issue of accountability. There are a number of issues that people have demanded answers from government and they have not received reasonable answers. We believe that going forward, the president must do well to touch on these issues and give us hope that at the end of the day, we will believe the system that it will deliver what we want in the area of accountability and transparency. If you look at Transparency International reports, all right, issue of corruption, they are still rating us in a certain light. But let us remember that the closer you are to zero, your country is more corrupt. So we should make sure that these things are tackled head on so that they don't affect the beauty of the governance system. It must occupy the attention of the president, and we want to hear something positive in this regard. We want to also see more effort at strengthening the security system of this country to make sure that our security men who protect us also get protection, and also we help them to deliver the service that is required of them. We have, in recent time, sometimes flashy points and all that. Government must do well to come up with something that will arrest the situation and create an atmosphere of peace. Already we have peace in this country, but we want to maintain and consolidate this so that we can run the government system very well. Of course, issue of COVID, the president has touched on in recent time. So maybe something a little can be said about it and we move on. But we want to also have the president touch on issue of Ukraine and Russia, because the goings on in that country, Ukraine, has a lot of implications for West African country, and for Ghana.
Right.
And we should not be oblivious of this fact and do well to touch on and then prepare ourselves for difficult times around if the situation don't get better. We hope and pray that the SONA will be the one that will change the fortunes of this country and bring hope to everybody in this country.
Right.
My last point is that I want the president to touch on issue of coup and that we are seeing in West Africa, and the fact that we must do everything possible to prevent it in this country. I belong to that school of thought who support democracy through and through. That if you have a difficulty with the political system called democracy, the best way is to use the democratic process to deal with, but not to any military adventurism that will not bring anything to us. I am hopeful that the president will look at all these things and throw it to us so that we can reflect, and government can also do well to put them into practice so that at the end of the day, everybody will be fine in this country.